How's it going, everybody? Brett Mix here from Macho Wrestling 101. Hit like and subscribe if you like my videos. I do classic history of wrestling videos every day. I also stay up to date with Raw, SmackDown, and all the recent pay-per-views. So if that kind of thing you like, if you like that kind of thing, it'd mean a lot to me if you hit the subscribe button. And thank you for that. Let's get into today. It's Summerslam 1996 from the Gund Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. It's August 18th, 1996, and this was a better SummerSlam than the other SummerSlams around the mid-90s. I remember this being a bit better than 94, a lot better than 95. The SummerSlams got pretty good into the late 90s outside 1999, but we'll get into that later. I've been doing them all the way from 88 to SummerSlam 2023. I'll be doing them from 88 to 2023, just like I did the Rumbles and WrestleManias, and you can find those reviews in my playlist archive. But now it's 1996 SummerSlam. Let's kick it off. Before the pay-per-view began, I should say, Stone Cold Steve Austin, fresh off his Austin 316 win, got a free-for-all match, which is the pre-pay-per-view match, versus Yokozuna, and the top rope fell off during the bonsai drop. That didn't take place on pay-per-view due to time restraints. Nonetheless, we do have an opener, and it was Owen Hart versus Savio Vega. Obviously, we got an opener. What's interesting is Savio Vega, it took so long for him to be pushed as a heel. He always seemed to get booed. I mean, King of the Ring 95, the fans were just not behind Savio Vega. Razor Ramon was injured that pay-per-view, and he kept coming out with Savio Vega to give him face heat, but nothing. Savio Vega, they kept trying until finally they put him in the Nation with Crush and Farouk, and then he was a heel. And then with Los Boricuas, they were heels. Finally, because as a face, he was just cringe. And here he's facing Owen Hart. Owen Hart's got his longer hair. He's got well, it's shorter now, but it's still longer than his crew cut. He's got a cast on his arm, and this should be he's a chicken shit heel, right? This should be a guy everybody's booing, but there was "Let's Go Owen" chants. There was a lot of cheers when he put Savio Vega in the sharpshooter. This is also when Brett was on the sidelines, so I think a lot of the fans were missing Brett. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Bret Hart was gone since the Iron Man match, so I think they were cheering anything that reminded them of Brett, including Owen himself. Owen used his cast on the way to decking Vega behind the officials. Find the official, he wouldn't see it. Owen slapped on the sharpshooter and won the match at 13:23. I think this was great heel work by Owen, and I'm putting it at 3 stars. I really think this was a good match. Good opener, a little bit slow at times, but it was a good singles match. And like I said, expertise heel work by Owen Hart in that match. He really did a fantastic job. Moving on. We got the Tag Team Championship in a Fatal 4 elimination match. Smoking Guns, the New Rockers, Marty Jannetty and Leif Cassidy, a.k.a. El Snow. The Body Donists, Skip, a.k.a. Chris Candido, and Zip. The Godwins, Henry O. and Phineas I. Godwin, a.k.a. Midian. So a lot of teams in this one, and it's single elimination. Zip took care of Billy with arm drags. Marty tripped Zip, and Billy pinned Zip to eliminate Marty. So the Skip and Zip eliminated the New Rockers in this match first. Then the New Rockers were eliminated. Then finally it came down to the Smoking Guns and Godwins, and Bart jumped off the top rope with a double axe handle, and Billy came off the top for a leg drop to Phineas Godwin at 12:18. So the Smoking Guns are the winners here. They walk away with Sunny. Sunny goes on the microphone and then shows a big blow-up picture of herself. And the Smoking Guns. This match were the winners. This match was decent at best. I don't know. I'd give it a star and 3/4. It wasn't very entertaining for a tag team match featuring all these guys that can work. It wasn't that entertaining. So pretty slow in parts. I give it a star and 3/4. Up next, we got the British Bulldog and Psycho Sid. Rumor has it that the Warrior was supposed to face the Bulldog, but he was obviously fired. He was in a program with the Bulldog before getting released. This was his third release by the WWE and final one until he came back for the Hall of Fame years later, 2 decades later. And this match instead was Psycho Sid. He was the person that stepped in to take on Bulldog. So it's still power versus power, just like it would have been if the Warrior fought the Bulldog. 2 power wrestlers, but instead we have Psycho Sid. Bulldog got picked up by Sid with a one-handed chokeslam. Really nice that he could hit that huge chokeslam with one hand. At 6:24, Sid gets the victory. Basic singles match. This felt like a TV match from 1996. I gave it a star and 3/4, just like the tag match before it. It never really got going. There was just a couple sleeper holds and then main power moves. Didn't really do much. Next up, we had Goldust taking on the Wild Man, Mark Merrow. Merrow at this point was new to the Federation. He was Johnny B. Bad in WCW, and he was always a good worker. He had that top 450 splash type maneuver, shooting star press, I guess you could call it. But it was modified. It was his own, and he was really good at it. But whereas Goldust was getting over big time, so I was kind of interested to see who would win this match. I forgot when I rewatched it. They ended up going with Goldust. He came back with a power slam for 2, a near fall. Goldust whipped Merrow into the corner and picked him up for the curtain call. At 11:01, I wrote, I'm just checking my notes. At 11:01, Goldust got the victory. This was also a slower match, but I gave it 2 stars and a quarter, just because both guys here they're good workers, and they didn't put on a terrible match here. It was just slow in parts, like the few matches before it. A lot of matches on this card were felt like they were dragged on. I don't know if that's the mood I was put in, or if that's actually a testament to the matches, but nonetheless. They did a video package on Ahmed Johnson and how he was put out of action by Farouk. And yeah, the IC title would be up in limbo, and they would do soon a battle royal or a tournament, I believe, to crown the new IC champion. Then moving on, we have Jake the Snake Roberts versus Jerry the King Lawler, and this was just more of a comedy segment than anything. Jerry the King Lawler brought Jim Beam and Jack Daniels whiskey to the ring, and said that it was for Jake Roberts, after we just see a video package about Jake getting clean and changing his life around and following Christ and all that. So Lawler brought Mark Henry, actually, as a special not a special Olympian, a special attraction and an Olympian, came to the ring. Mark Henry, and he had the medal, and he sat at ringside, so he had to watch this, and he was a big face. So once the King started pouring whiskey over Jake the Snake, Mark Henry got out of his chair and started to chase off the King, and the King had to face Damien a little bit in the ring as Jake got a little bit better. Lawler, though, did pull the tights and get the victory at 4:07. I give this match a star just for the comedy. Dark comedy, obviously. It wasn't really great to see somebody's personal life, their demons, showcased, but Jerry Lawler was a hilarious heel in the mid-90s. It was hard not to laugh when the King's doing things, his usual shtick. Next up, we had the Boiler Room Brawl, which is mainly what this pay-per-view is remembered for. That in the main event. This was taped, I believe, on Saturday, the day before, and then they came to the ring live a Sunday night. That's just what I remember reading. This match was really cool and innovative. They have the big spot where Mankind comes off that tall ladder into the pipes and all that. This was a pretty. This would be the prelude to hardcore matches. It was all slow, and the cable cords got fuzzy a few times, so we lost footage, and the crowd turned on the match a few times because they paid money to see SummerSlam, and they're watching on this big screen, or not even a big screen. They had television, like small television monitors in the front few rows, so they couldn't really watch the match. And when it went to fuzziness, the fans were really pissed off, and you could hear it in Vince McMahon's voice. He was really nervous with laughter. He'd be like, "Ha ha ha ha! We've lost. We have some technical difficulties." Ha ha ha! Yeah, it wasn't really that funny. It was like a nervous laughter. But Mankind and The Undertaker, they really went at it. And Mankind, you could see how he loved to bump. And Undertaker gave him a good match backstage. They found creative ways to hit each other. And then it followed to the ring. And that's where the big turn from Paul Bearer happened. And as Paul Bearer turned his back on The Undertaker, he hit him with the urn and stood above him as he gave Mankind the urn. So Mankind is the victor at 26 minutes 40 seconds, including the backstage stuff. So yeah, really innovative match. It was a prelude to hardcore, so I give it 3.5 stars, mainly due to the fact that it was a prelude to hardcore. It was before all the hardcore matches took place. So you really got to give it its credit for innovation alone. It wasn't boring. It was entertaining the whole time. I felt it could have gone even longer than it did, but definitely a great match here. Mankind getting the victor is a familiar theme because I believe he got a lot of victories over The Undertaker. If I'm not mistaken, I think he won at King of the Ring 96 in Milwaukee as well. They always say that Kane is one of the first person to take it to Undertaker or Batista or Big Show, but the truth is Mankind really brought out the Undertaker, the real Undertaker who can wrestle fast, because he was a zombie before his feud with Mankind. Mick Foley made him change his style, so it's really important. This match is really significant for that fact. Anyway, I gave it 3.5 stars for the innovation, the brutality, and just the entertainment value. Next up, we have the main event. Shawn Michaels with Jose Lothario defending against Vader with Jim Cornette. Cornette was trying to get the WWF title to his camp, which featured Owen Hart, the Bulldog, and Vader. This match was... I love the big man, little man matches, as long as the little man's not extremely little. I'm talking like Bret Hart versus Brock Lesnar is my all-time dream match, because it's in the same vein as Angle Lesnar. I love the Bret Hart Diesel matches. I love the Bret Hart Undertaker spoiler, because that's next year. But I thought Shawn Michaels and Vader was another one of those. Look at Vader's classic with Ric Flair in 1993 at Starrcade. Vader and Shawn was a dream match of sorts, and both guys really brought it in this one. The finish is a little wacky, as we got a couple different finishes as DQ, count out, but then Jim Cornette kept getting Michaels to switch or continue the match, which he did. Eventually a moonsault onto Vader after the sweet chin music got him a 3 at 22:58. Michaels retained the title, but a lot of false finishes. I've heard rumors that Vader was supposed to win, but Shawn threw a fit. If I look past all that stuff, I think it's a classic match. I give it 4 stars and a quarter. Just for the work that they did in the first 20 minutes before all the finish sequences. And if I can get over the fact that Shawn Michaels threw a bitch fit and didn't want to put over Vader. I rate this SummerSlam a solid 6 out of 10. I think that's fair. I think it felt better than 1994 and 1995, but it still wasn't at the good to great level. It was just passable good. So that's for 1996. There we are. We'll see you for SummerSlam 1997, hopefully, and 98, and so on. As we go on to the years, the SummerSlams just get better, it seems, for the next few especially. So thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you for the next one. I'm Brett Mix signing out. Thanks for watching. See ya, and I'm out.